video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my 1-year new grad nurse residency program. So at my facility, all new grad RNs are automatically placed in this program. When you do your application, and if you tell them you are a new grad, you're automatically put in. So there was no application process to apply. All of us started out in this program. It was 1 year long. We had to meet once a month with nurse educators and do work, canvas work, watch videos, do quizzes, and at the end we had to do a nurse residency project. It was just a lot of busy work, and it kind of felt like we were still in school again when we started. So yeah. So first things first, I got an email about this program and the meeting times. So we met up in at the education center for my hospital. We got these binders that had coursework for us, and they just had an introduction syllabus thing for us, and then it has 11 tabs because every month we had to meet and do classwork. Every month we had to meet and then do coursework. We went through PowerPoints, watched videos, and had to complete quizzes, and these were due every month. So I was hired in July, and my residency program lasted until July of this year. The meetings were from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and we had to meet once a month every month. We were only allowed to miss a total of 2 meetings for the whole year. I think I ended up missing 4. They never really did anything. They just kind of said that in the beginning, but we did get paid for it. We did clock in the 4 hours that we met and got paid for our regular nurse pay. When we first started, we had to download Canvas on our phones or your laptop that you use, kind of like what we used in college at the school that I went to. So it was a nurse residency Canvas course, and we had videos on there, modules to complete, quizzes to do. We had to do a final project and upload it into Canvas. So it was kind of like we were in school again. I really didn't like that because it was just a lot of busy work on top of having to work and then do lessons and stuff for my actual job. So it was just a lot of busy work to do. You could work on those quizzes while you were at the 4-hour meetings, but as soon as time was up, I used to get out of there and go back home. I already didn't want to do the program, but it just made it a lot worse having to do all of that busy work. So when I got hired, it was a total of I think 30 of us that were in my cohort. That's what they called us, the people that were hired the same month as you. So it was about 6 nurses from the ED. It was about 6 of us from Med Surg, 8 nurses from the ICU, 3 from step down, 3 from labor and delivery. There was 1 OR nurse, and I think that was it. It was some from the cardiac and thoracic unit. So it was a whole mixture of us, but we kind of geared towards the people that we were working with on our floors, because we did have to complete a project geared towards your unit. So all of us that was on Med Surg had to work together to complete a project at the end of this residency. So first, I guess I'll go over a little of what all went on in the meetings. So like I said, each tab had its own topic that we talked about every meeting. So we just kind of went through this binder and talked about what was going on here. So it was basically talking about new nurses. What do you do as a new nurse? How can they help us be more comfortable, be more confident? How can they help us be a better nurse? So we pretty much talked about our experiences on our floor. She made us go around the room and talk about stuff literally every meeting. and it was a lot of repetitiveness because every meeting she wanted us to talk about something, but we're like, you know, we've already talked about experiences that we went through, so it was really not much more to say. And we did have like some worksheets in here, like for journaling. She actually wanted us to take this binder to work, and she wanted us to journal like experiences that were important to us. Nobody ever took it to work with them because everybody was blank. You're not going to be at work writing stuff down while you're trying to, you know, take care of your patients. It was just not going to happen. So like I said, it was a lot of busy work. They wanted us to write down a lot of stuff. As you can see, mine was blank because I never took it to work with me. Like, who's going to be at work taking care of patients and then filling out pretty much schoolwork that they didn't take up? It was just for us to have for personal experiences. So we did meet once a month, and we went through each tab at every meeting. So she did ask us questions, and we kind of just gave her an answer just that we thought of. We didn't have anything written down. We did try to answer the questions that they wanted us to have written down, and they understood that we couldn't write it down and take these notebooks to work because we were so busy and didn't have time to do all of this. And my job's residency program is fairly new. They actually adopted this from like another facility. So we were like the guinea pigs testing out this program, but I want to say it's 3 groups of us that have went through it and nobody liked it. So they are in the process of making their own residency program just by viewing other programs online to see what they do. Once we made it to the 6-month mark, you had to get with your other staff members on your unit and do a project, and we had to complete a poster, a PowerPoint, an outline, and I think that's it about your project. And we also had to like survey our coworkers, survey patients if you could. So we had to do all of that and create charts on how your patients answered, how your coworkers answered. Just something that could have been better on your unit. We had to do a project on like an improvement that could be better on your unit. So like I said, that was a lot of busy work because we all had to work on that and do that on our spare time. Also, while we were working, we had to do it. So it was just a long process, and I just felt like it was getting in the way of us actually working. A lot of people complained about that. We actually had some members to quit. Literally from like all units, they quit like the residency program. They didn't come back to any more meetings. They emailed the educators and said that, hey, I talked to my manager. My manager said that it's just making me more anxious. I can't do my job, so it's okay for me to quit. And a lot of managers were okay with it. They were like, don't even worry about it. And they let their employees quit the residency program. So they didn't even continue with us. So first, the pros is we did get to clock in for the meetings. Like I said, we got paid for meeting up, but any outside work you didn't get paid for. And we did receive ECUs at the end of this program. We received a certificate, and I think we got 25 ECUs to go towards our nursing hours when we get to renew our license. So that was a good thing. Honestly, those were the only 2 pros that I could think of. And cons, I had a lot. It was very time consuming, repetitive, because we literally talked about the same things at every meeting. Like, we didn't talk about anything new. It was too much busy work because we were just having to watch videos, read through PowerPoints, and complete quizzes. And it was a lot of quizzes. It was about 30 quizzes that we had to complete. It was very unorganized because, like I said, this was something new that had just started at my hospital. And then how about they told us the group that started after us would receive a 5,000 bonus for completing the program. So that made our class even more upset because they didn't give us anything. They didn't say, hey, let's give these workers like 1,000 or 2,000. They didn't give us anything, but the people that got hired after us in like August and September were going to receive a 5,000 bonus for completing their residency program. So that made even more people quit. Like when they told us that in a meeting, we lost about 10 people that didn't even come back after that. And those were all the cons that I can think of. I don't know how other hospitals operate and how their residency programs operate, but it was basically just like classwork and busy work. It had nothing to do with our preceptors that trained us. They didn't know anything that was going on. I just like was telling her like what we were doing in the classroom, but it was just a mess and it was very unorganized. So hopefully other facilities have better residency programs than this. And hopefully the new one that they come up with is a lot better than this, but I did not like it. But I did continue. I didn't quit because I have to renew my license at the end of this year. So receiving those ECUs really helped me, so I don't even have to, I think, get any more ECUs to renew my license. So that's a good thing. But just look into your program's residency program. Talk to other workers that you know that may have went through the program to get an idea of what you're coming into, because this was just a mess. So that's all that I have to say about my new grad nurse residency program. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what other videos y'all would like to see, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye guys.